It was another busy week for St. Cloud State sports, and if you couldn't catch all of it, don't worry. We're going to catch you up here on the weekend warm-up so you don't miss a thing. So with that being said, well, welcome you into weekend warm-up. My name is Leif Ender. Again, thank you very much for joining us. The St. Cloud State volleyball team opened up NSIC play with a big weekend versus Winona State and 25-ranked Upper Iowa. The Huskies kept their momentum in a 3-1 victory over the Warriors to remain undefeated in the weekend opener. Saturday's game, though, was a marathon as the Huskies kept their resolve through multiple delays and came from behind to win in 5 sets. Hitter Lindsay Rachel set a career high with 26 kills in the win over the Peacocks, and setter Maddie Torby racked up a 101 assists in the 2 matches to help keep the Huskies perfect. Let's kick things off to the gridiron as the Huskies take on 13th-ranked Duluth Bulldogs. Second quarter, Bulldogs on the 1-yard line. John Larson finds Curtis Wigan. Bulldogs strike first, up 7-0. Move into the third, Duluth up 10-0. Bulldogs rolling the dice on 4th and goal, and it's going to pay off as Zach O'Julie finds his way into the end zone. Duluth up big, 17-0. SCSU looking to answer back and do so with a touchdown pass from Dwayne Longhorn to Max Plunkett. That cuts the lead to 17-7. In the fourth, SCSU would score a late touchdown from Tanner Teague, but SCSU would be down by 6, and that's as close as they would get. St. Cloud falls short in a close battle between Duluth 20-14. The women's soccer started last weekend with their first conference games against Bemidji State on Friday. It was intense from start to finish. Zoe Welsh earned her 2nd shutout on the season and 8th in her Husky career. Claire Shea led the offense with 3 shots. The tie snapped a 4-game losing streak for the Huskies against Bemidji State. Sunday, the Huskies came ready and they were focused. Before the match, St. Cloud State honored 8 of their seniors, and then during the game time, the Huskies were creating shots, but none of them were able to hit the back of the net. That all would change when Tatiana Gusakow got the Huskies on the board just 24 seconds into the half. Gusakow caught Claire Shea's rebound off the keeper's hands and tapped the ball in for the 1-0 lead. That got the tempo going for the Huskies. The Cardinal and Black finished things off in the 54th minute after Gusakow again found the back of the net after an assist coming from Claire Shea. The Huskies would end their 5-game home stretch with a win and walk away with 4 points on the weekend. St. Cloud State will be hitting the road for the first time on Friday as they take on Concordia St. Paul with kickoff set for 5 o'clock p.m. Heading to the links, men's golf was in action for the St. John's Fall Invitational with round 1 taking place in Sauk Center. St. Cloud State finished out round 1 with a 15th place finish with freshman Carter Deuce leading the way for the Cardinal and Black. In day 2 on Friday, St. Cloud State was able to climb in the standings, finishing the tournament tied with St. Olaf for 11th place with a final score of 625. Freshman standout Carter Deuce once again had a great outing, finishing 3 over, tying for 6th with a score of 146. For the women's team, they were in Marshall for the Ramonda Mustang Invite. The Huskies finished 4th in the tournament out of 5 with a 646 score, and Augustana took the tournament tallying 608. Freshman Olivia Peterson and sophomore Morgan Haletovid tied for 13th individually in Marshall with a score of 157, good for 13 over par. And now for the cross-country team, they took the hike to St. Olaf for their 2nd meet of the season. The Huskies finished 3rd out of 12 teams, with only Wisconsin Eau Claire and St. Olaf finishing ahead of them. Senior Chrissy Lofgren led the way for the pack, finishing 5th with a time of 23:44, and the young freshman Teresa Bowley placed 11th with a time of 24:19. Taking a look at our upcoming events, it is homecoming on the campus of St. Cloud State. And you guys, for students, make sure to get out and show your Husky pride as the men's and women's swim and dive team have their inter-squad meet to kick off this season at 7 o'clock on both Thursday, September 26th and 27th. Then, on Saturday, September 28th, the action is going to move on to the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center as the women's hockey team opens their season against the University of Regina. Puck drop is set for 2:07 p.m. And then later that day, homecoming wraps up with the St. Cloud State football team taking on Northern State University. Kickoff is set for 5 o'clock p.m. at Husky Stadium. That's all we have for this week. To find more information on SCSU athletics, please visit scsuhuskies.com. And as always, go Huskies.